Yes, as always in our interview segment, we sit down with different people, and today we are joined by one of the huge models in the world, and she's here in Rwanda. We're going to be knowing more about her journey as a model, and to get some inspiration, some advice for the upcoming and models in Rwanda. So let's start our interview. So, welcome to our show. We are glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, we would love to know more about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you for our audience to know you?
My name is Irina. I'm from Russia, Moscow. And I've been modeling for more than 20 years. Yes. I started in 90s. And now I came back to modeling after I'd done 10 years of producing and casting director. And now I'm modeling, and also I'm teaching young model and model different ages of catwalk and photo posing and all this stuff.
You are a model, and you can pose it a little bit, and did some casting, directing, and producing. Why did you, in the beginning, tell us, were you that kid when you were growing up? How did you love fashion? How did you fall in love with modeling? So tell us, to find your passion as a model, where did it start?
I was 15, I guess, and that time, you know, we all loved magazines. And we had this magazine for teenagers. It was named like Cool Girl or something, very funny. And there were articles about fashion for teenagers. And all these girls, they looked so cool, you know, they had so modern clothes on them and makeup and hair. And, you know, that time in Russia, you cannot just buy anything you want, yeah? And we had, you know, one jeans and for a couple years, and we didn't have a lot of, be able to be in touch with fashion so much like now. And then one day, just on the street, I saw there going to be a contest, elite model look, you know, that one, in Moscow.
Yes.
So I came there, and they, it was casting for their huge modeling competition.
Yes.
Elite
it was
model
a competition
look. Yes.
For elite models.
Yes, yes. And but that time I was too young and non-professional.
You couldn't do that.
Yes, and that's why they just invite me to the agency.
Yes.
It was the biggest, the best agency in Russia.
Yes.
Red Stars.
Yes.
That time. So I started modeling, and then in 1 year I was in that.
Old.
Yes, and then in that year I was already in that magazine, Cool Girl.
Wow.
Yes, with makeup stuff. Yeah,
yes. Wow.
With makeup stuff, and it was just like, wow, my dream came true. So, and then but I love fashion shows more. Because, you know, you see you meet designers, you see the clothes, you can walk, and this is my favorite stuff in modeling.
And then you said you started in Russia, and
Yes.
then you kind of, when did you move to different, like LA? You told me you did some LA shows, you went to Paris, some huge shows. When was that transition from Russia to now to become an international model? When did that happen? When was it? Tell us.
After university in Russia, I went to LA to this agency iModels, LA Models, and started work there. And I done their fashion shows mostly, and some shootings for magazines as well. And there were this LA Fashion Weekend for designers, and actually I was a face of that event. It was so cool because I had, you know, my pictures on the magazines, on the billboards, and invitations, and it was very nice.
When do you think you made it? Like during the whole when you started at 15 now to the time when you took a break, when do you think you made it, like, to the international and people started recognizing who you are?
I think that after the show of Jeremy Scott,
Yes.
you know, the
You did
Moscow.
Jeremy Scott?
I did, yes, in Moscow.
Yes.
And it was one of the most greatest show in my life.
How was it to work with Jeremy Scott?
Honestly, when I came to casting, it was 300 people there.
Yes.
And I had many castings that day, and I didn't really know which one is now. Like, is it Jeremy Scott? Is it this? And then he picked me. So I went through the casting, and when I came to the fitting, and I'm like, oh my God, this is Jeremy Scott. Wow. And the clothes was great, and plus he, in the end, when designer came on the podium, he took my hand.
Oh, you were the last model
yes,
there?
yes.
Wow. You closed the show?
Yes,
Wow,
yes.
that's
And
huge.
we went to the end, and it was wow. What? Yeah, at that time I said, wow, now it is. Yeah, and now, in Russia, on fashion weeks, we used to had many designers from abroad, and it was huge. Yeah, now we have mostly ours designers, but not, they're good as well. And we have great shows still, and I love it.
When you started at the age of 15, who did you look up to while growing up in the fashion industry?
Oh.
While in the modeling industry most of the time?
That time, Claudia Schiffer was my favorite, yes. Now I love Bella Hadid.
Yes. She's huge now. Yes.
Yeah, I love it, her catwalk, the best catwalk, I think. So when I teach my kids, I always show her shows, so, and trying to copy that. In modeling, that time, I thought that 23, 24 is too old. Yeah, and this is it. This is just this age. Done. Yeah, you're done, and you just need to do something else. But and I did for 10 years. I was producing and all this stuff, but I missed it so much. I missed modeling so much, and I watched fashion shows. I still, I still watched the modeling stuff, and then one day I decided, why not? Why I just try? And then I came back, and since that day, I work every day. Sometimes I have 2 shootings a day. Sometimes I have 4 fashion shows a day during fashion weeks. And this is crazy when you need to change the makeup and hair 4 times straight. But I love it so much. And plus, it gives me, power. It gives me motivation to stay fit, to stay, to take care of myself, and don't become, old woman.
And now you are a mother.
Yes, I am.
Because most of the time the models, when they get to the industry, they just can go into that world of like modeling, traveling, and everything. And now, but for you, you are now a mother. How has it been for you to change from a model to now becoming a mother, to going back to modeling and going back to work? Like you said, 4 shoots a day, and doing the fashion week is crazy. How do you do that, to do both, be a good mother, but also, do your career, to continue your path as a model? How do you do that?
I think that when you have many tasks for day, you can deal with all of them. When when you have nothing to do and you just don't have any time for anything. So, and plus, just wake up earlier and you will have a longer day. Yes, sometimes it's hard because she has my daughter has her life, kindergarten, some singing, golfing, all this stuff, and I need to take her there, then take myself to the set, then, pick her up. And sometimes I just take her with me, and she's very good in it. She can just sit down and watch the process, but she doesn't want to become a model. because now she's bored of it already.
Yeah, how did it change you to be a mother? After like a whole career of modeling, now being a mother, how has it changed you?
It's changed me a lot. I don't know. Yes, I'm very sensitive now, and I'm like I love this life and this world more because it's so wonderful. Wonderful things happens to you when you became a mother and you see your child growing and talking like now children is so different from our generation. They're so smart. They're so so I have a lot of fun with it.
You are here in Rwanda. We talked about it earlier. You're here in Rwanda. You have met some models academy. So tell me, why are you here in Rwanda, and how are you going to be helping our models in Rwanda that are going to maybe learn from you? Because you have done so much in your career. You have done many fashion shows. You have done many shoots and everything. And our models really want to learn from you. How are you going to be connecting with them and helping them?
Yes, I came here for I would say family stuff, because my husband works here, and so now we're all together. And but I don't want to stop my job, and I would love to be here, be modeling, and be teaching your models, because you have so beautiful models. Oh my God, they're so cool, and I know that many of them going to Europe, going to States for a job, and I would love to maybe give them some masterclass, some lessons, and just to meet them, to keep in touch, and be in my favorite industry here.
Because you're a model and we want our viewers to learn from you. What do you think a good model should have? The qualities, tell us like 3 qualities like a good model should have in his, for her to make it to the international. Because as you said, we have models that have worked for Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, have done a Milan Fashion Week now in Rwanda. So, and there are others that are still growing. So tell us 3 tips for models that want to become international that they should have. Give us more, like give some advice to the models.
I think you should first love what you're doing. You should learn a lot. You should watch, listen, and be on set or on rehearsals. Be focusing and listen to the photographer very carefully, and listen to the director of fashion show, and just try to find something that is different from other models. So when you come on casting, you're not like others, the same as others. It can be your catwalk, it can be something in your look, yes. Just try to be unique. This is, if you're professional, if you're unique, you will have a lot of work in this industry. And also respect. Respect to all people you work with.
What is your favorite thing about Rwanda? What have you loved about Rwanda so far? You have been in Rwanda, you said for like 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, and then tell me, what's your favorite thing about Rwanda that you have loved the most? Have you visited some fashion shops? Have you tried to go to some agencies? What about the view, everything? Tell us, what have you loved about Rwanda so far?
So first of all, I love the weather.
Yes.
Secondly, I love the people. They're so friendly, nice, and always say hi, always say how you doing. In Moscow, we're most like cold people.
Reserved, yes.
Yeah. So and here, everybody smile, like hello, how are you? This is very nice, because I used to live in LA, and for me, this is the way it should be. So I like here. It's very, it's very difficult to say, because it's all atmosphere here is so nice, and I feel like first week I feel like I'm on vacation because it's so warm, it's too fun, you know. And now I feel like I want to work. I just want to go back to work, and here it's for me it's a big pleasure.
As a model, what would be the advice to young models that you want to give them to make it in the industry? As a person who have come in Africa, what do you think they should learn, these models? Some advice to the models that are watching. Yes.
Just practice your catwalk and photo posing, and take care of your hair, skin, and body. And just don't be afraid. Don't be shy, because when I see model shining, became shy, nobody wants to have her on set. Yes, because she can start. She can do her job when she's shy. So work on it, and became casting very how to say self confident. Yes. So became like, hey, it's me.
Yeah, yes.
You need me on your show.
Yes. So many movements in the industry. There's Me Too movement, body positivity, inclusivity that has changed so far for the past like 10 years. So many models, you can see plus size models on the runway, you can see all colors, all different shades, all people that are now like allowed to be on the runway. From a person like you have been in industry for some time now, what do you think about such thing? What do you think about the inclusivity now we have? What do you think about black models being on the runway, all kind of race being on the runway, and also going on all these covers and magazine covers? What do you think about that?
Actually, I like it. I like it because clothes are for people. Yeah, and sometimes you want to. I mean, different people want to buy good fashion designers' clothes, and they need to see. But they are different shapes, different types, and we want to see how it will look like on every single type. But fashion shows, I think the most important, if they can do their job, like I know plus size models, very good ones. They working great. They work on set great.
Now that you are in Rwanda, what's next for you? What should people wait for you to maybe show them? What are you going to be doing in Rwanda? What should our viewers now expect that you're in Rwanda? Are you going to be starting modeling classes to teach kids in Rwanda, to teach models in Rwanda? What's next for you in your journey as a model now?
Yes, now in Rwanda, I would love to have some classes, and I would love to get some jobs. So I heard that the Fashion Week is...
The Fashion Weeks are coming.
Yeah, it's coming, so I would love to go to
start modeling in Rwanda.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in autumn, I'm going to Milan Fashion Week, and then come back to Russian Fashion Week, and then I will come back here as well.
Going to the end of our show, as always, we always love to ask these things to our interview. In our interview, so tell us, what's 3 things that you can't live without, fashion-wise, and also 3 things that you think everybody should have, whether it's in their closet, whether it's in a daily basis when they are like in their bags. 3 things that you can't live without, fashion-wise, and 3 things that you think people should never leave home without.
Mine is high heels, comfortable dress, my favorite one, and always come with smile. Smile, high heels,
and a comfortable dress.
Yes.
What about what you think people should have, whether in their wardrobe, in their bags, or they should always carry with? 3 fashion things.
3 fashion things. 3 things. Okay. For girls, high heels. You must have high heels. Even if you don't wear it every day, you just when you have this mood, and bag,
Yes.
as bag, and some jewelry. I
Yes.
love jewelry.
Bags, and high heels
Yes,
for girls.
yes.
So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It was very great. Thank you.